UnionKid15. I am Boniac. I have come from the Reaper's pit to troll YouTube for the souls of men destined for the pit of hell. I am the guardian of their elements back to the Mother Earth from which they came, as their flesh rots from their bones. I have come here this day to judge you, and I shall be as a savior to you, to save you from yourself, from a destiny that is darker than you would wish to admit. I am Boniac. I will now look at your channel.
Yes. Boniac, yeah? Well, now, as I said, Joshua, let's look at your channel, shall we? Well, now, from the sight of things, you look very patriotic, very red, white, and blue, and go the troops, and all that type of thing. Now, I've looked at a few of your videos, and I must say, you are a disturbing little child, spending your time in front of the camera instead of being out playing, and you do seem very patriotic, but, well, why do you have a Crown Royal Canadian whiskey banner hanging in the window next to you? What has Canada got to do with patriotism? They don't have troops in the war, do they? Well, let me see, what else do we have here? I looked at a few of your videos, and particularly I saw, well, several where you're fighting with some of your other friends. You're going back and forth, calling each other names. You blame them for calling you names first, and that's what justifies your ability to call them names. Very juvenile. Then I've looked at some of your other videos. One called, After a Very Tiring Day at School. You hold up a Bible in this video. Go to a Christian school, do you? Yes. Well, if you're the poster child for the Christian schools, I elect that we shut them down. Well, the other thing is you spout off your concepts of doctrine, of creation and evolution, and, what else do you talk about? Oh, yes, gay marriage. Well, my young man, you sound like a bit of a parrot, and I recommend that you add a few years before you decide to comment on such subjects. Now, what am I on about? Well, before we go much further, why don't you hit the pause button and go get Mummy and Daddy? Yes, I'll wait. Go ahead. Back already? Now, let's look at some of your activities on YouTube, shall we? Well, one of the things I like to do is I scroll by the web pages of those subscribed to me. Now, you're not subscribed to me, so why am I here making a video to you? Well, one of my subscribers is RD1999, and I would recommend that anybody watching this video right now get up another browser and open up another YouTube page and go to RD1999. Yes, and there looks like a page that's a family page. Yes, I can see children, and it seems like it's a
channel about this young man called DJ. He looks to be about 6 or 7 years old. Now, I sent an email to this subscriber and asked if they'd had any contact with you. They said they'd never heard of you, nor had any contact. So, I was very surprised when I scrolled through the comments down the page and came to your face. There you are. And what does it say next to your name? Well, I must say, out of my empty mouth, I don't usually speak such profanity, but in order for everybody to understand what I'm trying to get at here, I will read it word for word. What an asshole! Kid, you need a friend. Well, not very Christian-like, is it? Well, my young Joshua... You need to spend some time on your knees repenting. Yes, and I recommend that perhaps what you might want to do is send a video response back to RD1999 and apologize to the young DJ for your misrepresentation. Yes, you're something, all right. Real Christian, you. Well, I make a prediction, young man, that if you don't change your ways, you're going to grow up to be a very bitter adult. And I think that your future years will be rather miserable. But, as I said, I give you this time to make things right, to think twice about bearing an unworthy witness. Now, my friend, please leave my subscribers alone in future. And also, don't bother subscribing to me. I don't need your patronage.